Okay, this is another public service announcement brought to you in part. Shut up, punk!
Guys, this is Alex with the X10 Mini. I guess the best picture I could show you is this box right there. So, just an FYI, this picture is the actual size of the phone. So there you go. Here's the phone, and there's the size. So boom, same size. Okay, so before I show you this, I'm going to show you what's in the box. This is not an unboxing, it's just to give you an idea. You get a headset, not headphones, but a headset with in-ear-buds. So pretty good headset, but I don't particularly like it because it goes behind the head and not just straight down. So it's good for making phone calls though if you're driving. You also get a charger, which is pretty nice because it doubles as a USB cord. I actually like these a little bit better because you're not going to lose certain cords because you obviously need it. So it's pretty handy when you need to transfer files to your computer if you're not doing it via Bluetooth. You also get two extra backings. So obviously you've got the black one, which is actually pretty nice. It's actually my favorite one because it's got a matte finish. But you've got another one which is kind of matte finish, which is yellow. Don't really like the color though. And you've got a pink one as well, which I haven't opened. I'm probably going to sell it. Probably the best bet for that one. But what's nice about these, including the black one, is if you look closely, the buttons are actually inlaid in the actual backing. So what that means is that if you do end up breaking your buttons, you don't have to actually take the phone apart to actually repair the buttons. Unless you obviously break the power button, which in that case you would have to. But even if you do end up breaking the phone, it's not a big deal because the phone comes apart quite easily. The only other phone that I've ever seen come apart easily was the E71, which is just a matter of a couple screws and the whole thing just comes apart. This phone is a 2.6-inch capacitive touchscreen phone. Capacitive is very important because you don't need a stylus, you just use your fingers. However, being the size of the phone, you're going to find it sometimes a little challenging to use, despite being a capacitive touchscreen phone. So these buttons are just like the X10, the big brother, same buttons. You have, like I say, you've got the buttons on the side. These are your volume buttons, and this is your camera button right there. And at the bottom of the phone, you have your USB dock connector, which is actually right there. And there's actually a little microphone on top, and you've got your 3.5mm headset jack, which has a funny little gap to the side. And from what I understand, that's to if you want, you can purchase, or I don't know if the headset comes with them. No, it doesn't. I don't think so. Yeah, you can purchase this little adapter that comes at the tip of the headset that actually gives you better bass on your headphones. But you just pop open the cap for your USB. Let me just pop that open to show you. And it's a micro USB port. So there you go. Keeps the dust out, which is pretty nice. I love it when they actually cover these things up. And yeah, so I'm actually gonna open the phone, or at least the back cover. And it's actually funny because really there's not much need for this. And the reason I say that is because the only thing you're really protecting here are two things, which is your SIM card and the memory card. Rogers ships with a 4 gig memory card, which is pretty nice, and the SIM card. Well, in my case, I've got a Tele SIM card, even though this is a Rogers phone. It's been unlocked. So, but that's pretty much the only reason why this is here. I mean, you can't get to the battery unless you actually open the phone. So, I don't know. It's kind of pointless, but. That's that. That shows you the innards of the phone. Let's turn it on, and I'll show you what I've done with it. At least I haven't just left it with Timescape and all that. I've actually customized it. I don't know if you've looked at other videos I have, but usually I like to change it up a little bit, and I'm not really fond of what most manufacturers ship with. So what I've done is I've gone on the market, and I've gone ahead and installed the AWT launcher. It is a free app, and what that does is it changes your home screen. If you have Android that's higher than 1.6, so say you're on 2.1, then you could definitely install Launcher Pro. It is free, and then if you want the widgets from Launcher Pro, I think it's $1.99, which you pay through PayPal. And that one's a little bit better, but this is pretty good given that the Android on the Sony X10s are only 1.6. I believe this is due for a 2.1 update by the end of the year. But don't hold your breath. It's just best to use the version that you've got and just maximize the capabilities of what that particular version has. So usually when you actually have or purchase the handset, you'll have 4 icons, basically just right there where my fingers are. And then you'll have 1 widget. And you can't add more than 1 widget. You'll only have 1 widget that you can actually go side to side, and you can just change or alternate the widgets as you go left to right. But those 4 icons will remain the same, and if you're with Rogers, you'll have a whole bunch of bloatware on those icons. So I didn't like that. I didn't like the blue theme either, so I've gone ahead and just made it a little different. So there you go. There's my lock screen. Let's unlock it. And there you go. So this is what mine looks like. Again, AWT theme can do that, or AWT launcher can do that, and there's a bunch of themes. So I downloaded the AWT Sense theme, which basically looks like this. So when you press the home button, it looks like that, and then you can choose whatever screen. So if I want the home screen, great. If I want to go to another screen, great. So yeah, there's a bunch of screens you can alternate from. I believe there's 5 altogether. Okay, so you could add widgets from the market. I don't believe this phone comes with a lot of widgets. Like that clock I had to download from the actual marketplace, and that I had to download. That's actually a music player, which, by the way, the speaker on here is just phenomenal. I'm actually quite happy with this handset. It feels good. It's got a good weight. It's got a really, really good speaker and an excellent camera. I mean, just look at it. Like, look at the size of this thing. It looks like a freaking toy, but it's actually really good. I'm just blown away by how well they built this thing. So I think the only gripes I have so far on this thing are the keyboard is a small T9 keyboard or multi-tap. So let me just show you what that looks like. All right, let's see. So there you go, there's the keyboard. So you just go either press on the left to get different, I guess, different symbols or numbers, and then you just kind of enter it in right there. Now, the cool thing is because this is Android and it's an open platform, you're likely able to download Swipe, and then you could just kind of go ahead and put it in that way. A good website to install APK apps, which are what the file type are for Android, is forshared.com. You can pretty much find anything you're looking for, put it on your SD card, and then install from your SD card, or you can just go right on the phone and do it. What else did I have to talk about? Oh yes, the actual other gripe I had was the top button here. This guy right there, there's a button that you press to power on and off. It's a little loose. Now, what I mean by loose is that it works well, but if you press it on one corner, the other corner sticks out. So let's just see if you can see that. See that little thing right there? It just feels loose. It like rockets back and forth. And I don't know if they all do that. Let me know if yours does that too. But that's the only thing I could really say. And I'm actually going to show you a video now of what you can do if you do happen to want to change this housing, or you break the screen, or you break something on it, how to replace parts on here, and where to go, and how to do it. So the next little part of this video is going to show you how to do all that and where to look. Okay, thanks guys.
Okay guys, so let me show you this. This is actually the take apart that they show on the net for this particular device. Yeah, so let me just go over it. By the way, I'm filming on the X10 Mini right now, just to give you an idea. So, there's a screw just right there, and there are 2 more just down there. Oh yeah, and by the way, as you can see, there's no way to take out the battery this way, but we'll go over the pictures here. So, to show you that one screw up top, to show you that once you've taken the screw up top, this is what it looks like. That's the back of the antenna, I guess. And there's 2 more screws right there. I'm sorry. So I guess what you need to do is you need to take out the first screw, and then you need to take out the two other screws that are on the top and bottom. So that's what it shows here. Okay. So there's actually a total of 5 screws to take apart. And there's the battery. So as you can see, there's the pin connector, and it's connected inside the actual middle housing there that covers up the motherboard.
So that's about it, guys. I think I've included pretty much everything I know about this phone so far, except for the link. I'll post a link on from eBay on the site to show you exactly where to get the parts for if you need a replacement housing. I believe it's original. I believe it includes the digitizer, and I believe it's about $42 American, and you can choose your color. It's pretty nice. You just basically do what I showed you, unscrew the screws, and then from there you just kind of replace the housing that way. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, leave your questions below, and if you have any comments on that top button, let me know how yours is, and I'll know whether to get it fixed or not. Thanks.